Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SAT Math Tutorials. So today we have a problem in front of us, and it's about solving for m. So the question is this: what is the sum of all values of m that satisfy 2m squared minus 16m plus 8 equals 0? So the key thing here is not about this equation, but the sum of all values, right? So if we say the sum of all values, so we expect to get more than one answer for m, right? So when looking at this question, we notice that all these numbers are even numbers, so we can simplify this a little bit, right? So let's simplify this. So we have m squared. So we have m squared minus, so divide everything by 2, right? So you have m squared minus 8m plus 4 equals 0. So that's how we simplify this, right? So this is the equation. So by looking at this, there's no easy way to factor this equation out. So one thing that can help us is using the quadratic formula. So let's remind us what the quadratic formula. So if you have, let's say you have the equation, right? Let's say you have ax squared plus b x plus c equals 0. So the quadratic formula is saying, okay, if you have this, in order for you to solve this for x, you can do this. So it's negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac, everything over 2a, right? So by doing this, that will give you the answer for x. That's how you solve x. So this is a quadratic formula. So we're going to use quadratic formula to solve for m, right? So basically just plug it in. So here we have, this is a, this is b, and this is c, right? So we have negative b. So what do we have? Negative b, then we have negative, the b is the negative 8, not just 8, but just negative 8, right? So we have negative 8 plus minus the square root of b squared, right? So you have b, our b is negative 8, again negative 8 to the square, minus 4, a is 1, c is positive 4, right? Okay, the whole thing over 2a, so your a is 1, so basically just over 2, just to show you the step by step here, so just 2 times 1, right? So this is how we laid out the quadratic formula, right? This is quadratic formula here, so we laid this out. So once we simplify this whole thing here, that will give us the answers, we expect to get 2 answers, right? Because we have positive and negative here, so we have 2 answers for m, right? So let's simplify this. So right off the bat, we have this. This is 8 to the square, that is 64, right? That's 64. Minus 4 times 4, that is 16, right? So 64 minus 16, you have 48. Right, so the whole thing under the square root give you 48. Okay, so let's rewrite that. So negative 8 times negative 8, you have 8 plus or minus square root. So by looking at the number 48, we know that 48 we have 16 times 3. Okay, over 2. Okay. So by doing this, you have 16 square root of 16 times 3. Basically, the 16, we can convert that as a 4 to the square. Okay, so 4 squared is 16. So you have that. So you have 8 plus or minus of 4, square root of 4 squared times 3 over 2, everything over 2. So we can rewrite that as this. So 8 plus minus square root of 4 squared times 3 over 2. Now once you have this, the square root of this whole thing, the square root of 4 squared times 3, that can be rewritten as square root of 4 squared times square root of 3. Okay, That's how you can rewrite this. And then you see the square root, and the square root of 4 squared, you can cancel that out, right? So basically you have 4. So this gives us 8 plus minus 4 times square root of 3, everything over 2. You cancel this out. So you have 2, you have 4. So basically you have 4 plus or minus 2 root 3. Alright, so this equals m. So m, you have m. One of the answer is 4 plus 2 root 3. And the other one is 4 minus 2 root 3. Right, so you have 2 answers like we expect from the beginning, right? So the question here is sum of all the values. So solving this, this is the 2 possible answers for m, but that's not the question. The question is, what is the sum of all values? So these are all the values for m. Right? So basically we need to add them together. Right? So we have 4 plus 2 root 3, right? And then you plus 4 minus 2 root 3. So basically when you break the parentheses, basically you have the same thing. So positive 2 root 3 and negative 2 root 3, we can cancel that out. So the whole thing add up 4 plus 4 give us the answer of 8. So positive 8, and the answer is D here. So that's how we tackle this problem. So there are multiple steps to solve this problem. I mean, sometimes you don't have to simplify for 2, but I like to simplify it a little bit to make it the number smaller. It's easier for us to solve, but you don't have to do that. You can solve it from the beginning, but I like to simplify it. I'm sure there are people who have other way to solve this, but I think knowing the quadratic formula, which is over here, knowing this formula here will help you in this type of equations or problems. So yeah, that's it. There's multiple steps. I hope you go through them again if you're not familiar with how to solve this. And if you're able to watch until now, then I appreciate your time, and thanks for watching. And if you are going to take the exam anytime soon, SAT or ACT, then I wish you the best of luck. And again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.